subject.
Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to ShortSalePowerHour.com. It is Wednesday, January 25th. Can you believe it already? And you're watching Short Sale Power Hour. We're almost at the end of the first month of the new year. That was a lot of things, but you get my point. So today we're gonna actually dive in and we're gonna take this topic right here from more of a general real estate perspective rather than just a short sale perspective. It's gonna have a short sale taste to it, but we want to kind of talk a little bit more general in real estate. And the thing that I kind of want to, I'm going to just ask Kevin and we'll dialogue around it. But, you know, Kevin, we see real estate agents, some who are hesitant to actually have standards or protocols or procedures that are different than what other realtors or real estate agents are used to. Specifically in short sales, as an example, we'll see agents who they want to require non-refundable earnest money. They want to require the buyer to do their home inspections up front. They want to require the buyer and seller to agree that they're only going to send one contract to the bank, et cetera, et cetera. But they get pushback or they get problems from agents that call and say, my buyer would never sign that. Like, what can you say to that? Or I mean, that and it's short sale specific problem, but it's also a real estate specific problem.
Yeah, no, I think first of all, if you don't have standards, I guess, as an agent and as a business, then you got really big.
Well,
problems.
if you don't have standards, you don't have a business. That's what I'll argue. I don't even care if you have 3 people that work for you right now. If you don't have standards and procedures in place on how you do things, you don't own a business.
And the thing is, when you have standards, it's really easy to go, well, no, this is the way the process works. But my thought on that is really simple. Just because somebody doesn't understand a process, so like for instance, in our case where we've got buyers completing inspections at some contract before short sales are approved.
Correct.
Just because a buyer's agent may not understand that, may not have ever seen that before, maybe they don't like it even, doesn't mean that we're going to move off of our standard.
Correct.
In fact, what we're going to do is we're going to take the time to explain why it's important, why our standard's in place, if we really need to go into explanation, and let the ball be in their court. It's so funny. I've seen time and time again that agents will typically be the person or the thing that gets in the way of their client getting what they want. Meaning, I've had a conversation with our sellers where an agent called our seller and said, well, we would like to make an offer, but we're not going to because your agent wants us to do the inspections up front, and I've never seen that. I'm not comfortable with it. So because that agent
has never seen it,
and quote was not comfortable with it, their client didn't get the house. Now, that may not sound like a big deal, but in Phoenix, where there's like no inventory, like less than 2 to 3 months of inventory.
Well, actually, I want to correct.
I mean, that's a humongous deal.
I don't like speaking no inventory. In Phoenix, where Group 4610 owns most of the inventory, and the other inventory is very small.
I'm saying, as a buyer's agent,
I guess
you're going to get in the way of your buyer getting a house that they want.
Yes.
You might get outbid on the next 10 opportunities. It's silly that we cost our clients and ourselves more business, more opportunities because of things that we don't understand. When somebody has a process that we haven't run into, just because somebody's doing something different doesn't make it bad. It just means it's different.
So what I hear you saying is that, first off, have a process that is set up for a win-win for your seller and specifically sets you up to get your short sale approved or to get your listing or whatever it may be, whatever kind of business it is, and then be able to document and explain and share with people why you do it that way, so that when somebody comes along that doesn't get it because they've never seen it and it seems illegal, wrong, different, or weird, that you're able to say, well, this is why and this is how it benefits who. And I mean, it's just being comfortable with your process. And I think it's also understanding and knowing that when you have a process, there will be people, a group of people, a percentage of people that don't like it. And you just have to be okay with that. It's kind of like when you're working with Group 4610, specifically on our listing side of our team, you have to just be okay that Kevin and I are wearing the clothes we wear, because if you noticed, we film these episodes on different days of the week, and generally speaking, we're not dressed up to what most people would say. But we don't have a problem with it. And that's what I mean. It's having standards and practices and being okay with some people liking them and some people not is really just about being comfortable in your own shoes and knowing that, you know, be aware. Yes, I'm going to lose this percentage of people, but the ones I gain are going to be this. And when you're starting to lose more than you're gaining, and I don't mean necessarily in numbers, but I mean when your process is such a way that you're losing more than you're gaining, you're trying to make more people happy, then it's probably time to take a look at the process. You know, we just build into our process that a certain number of people aren't going to like it. They're going to call and complain they have to do their home inspections up front. They're going to call and complain about $2,500 of earnest money. They're just going to find something to complain about.
Yeah.
You know, and it's going to happen whether it's agents or it could be sellers. Sellers are going to be like, well, what do you mean? I'll say buyers. Buyers are going to be like, well, I want you to just come show me this house. What do you mean you want me to come into your office and meet with you? I'm not willing to do that. And what does our buyers team do? Well, sir, we give some reasons on why we do it and why it's beneficial. And if the objection's still there and the person's just so set on not coming to our office, well, have a great day. I wish you the best. If anything doesn't work out for you, our number is, here's how you get a hold of us.
Yeah.
So we don't, that's why I'm saying this isn't short sale specific. This is about having standards and practices that actually function and do well, and sticking to them and believing that these practices and standards are going to build a bigger business for you than running around constantly changing the way you do things and adapting to everybody else.
What a concept.
What a concept.
It's funny how that works.
That's all I got.
Me too.
Hey, I want to just say, I think it's the first time we've actually said it here on Short Sale Power in the last couple of weeks, but we have booked a couple new Short Sales Gone Wild classes. You can check those out on our events page, shortsalepowerhour.com/events. We're going to be in the Baltimore, Maryland area and the Miami, Florida area. And I'm saying area because the cities are a little bit outside of
Miami?
this. We're going to Miami.
South Beach?
No, I think we're like North Beach.
Oh. Wonder if Coach knows.
I don't know.
You know how he likes Miami.
I know. I'm
I bet
aware.
that guy's going to try to tag along.
Probably. Hey, have a great day. We'll see you back here on Friday for, I don't know, probably some controversial short sale topic.
One of them.
1, 2, 3. Short Sale Power Hour! Short Sale Power Hour!